Your email address, health statement, or salary. Personal data that you rather keep to yourself. But sometimes you have to share this information. For example, to open a bank account or apply for a mortgage. The General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, is a new legislation that will ensure that you maintain control of your data and privacy. The European Union aims to centralize its data policy, provide better protection for its citizens, and stimulate innovation concerning personal data. The GDPR succeeds the 1995 European Data Protection Directive, an outdated legislation that doesn't take into account modern developments, such as social media, cloud storage, or cybercrime. Organizations must now proactively inform their customers on how their personal data is collected and processed. On request, they must be able to provide even more detailed information. Easy data transfers between service providers should be made possible. It's also obligatory to delete the data in its entirety if the privacy of the person in question outweighs the interests of the user, even when the data is shared with third parties. And in most cases, it is mandatory to report a data leak within 72 hours. This has been the case in the Netherlands since 2016. Organizations that use personal data on a large scale and with special risks are required to have a data protection officer. The officer's primary task is to safeguard the privacy of prospects, customers, and employees by coordinating and updating processing records, for example, or by encouraging transparency concerning data use. A first step toward preventing damage, loss, or violation of personal data is to have a good technical and organizational security system in place. Making regular backups and using encryption to prevent access by others is a great first step. If, despite your best efforts, a leak does occur, it must be identified and reported quickly. This limits and prevents damage to the person or persons involved, which is also better for an organization's reputation. Fines can amount to 4% of the total turnover if these rules are not met. The minimization of data storage is one of the main goals. Personal data may only be used for a specific, previously defined purpose and solely undertaken under one of the 6 legal grounds for processing. If an agreement is terminated, the service provider must remove the data at the end of the retention period and demonstrate that this has taken place by keeping records which can be examined on demand. Sharing personal data is always associated with a certain degree of risk. Our tip: be aware of what data you are sharing, why, and with whom. We hope you've learned something. For more explanations, go to coolermedia.nl/anystory.